Hey, Aurora. Hey, Larry. Stella. Hey, Lynette. Hey, Carmel. Why are you trying to eat my thumb? Hey, Dawn. My thumb is not food. Well, I put Tabby in the video description, and he decided to run out as soon as I opened the door. He may come back, but he's not in here right now. Hey, Hank. Oh, did you find a mouse? Am I supposed to throw this? I thought this was Hank's game. Hey, Priscilla. Hey, Mr. Krabs. Yeah, I'll scroll back when we're done. If it doesn't, I don't know if it'll go away by the time we're done or not. I think it keeps 4 hours though. I should be able to see it. I saw the chat before I started. Hey, D Hutch. Are there more down there, Wilson? There are more down there. I don't know how many more. Oh, is there one right there? Oh, there's one. Are there more? There must be. He sees something. Yep. There's another one. Is that it? And another. That might be it. So we got 3 mice. Which one do you guys want? Alright, let's see if they both bring them back. There's one. There's 2. Good job. Now neither one of them bring it back. Priscilla, I think it's been a while since we've talked to you. Wilson was adopted with Zelda for a little over 2 weeks, but he just did not adjust, so he came back. Are there more down there that I just don't know about? I don't think there's any more. Well, here he comes. You wanted out of here a second ago. There must be something back there that Wilson knows about that I can't see. Stella, are you that miserable? Hey, Connie. What's back there? I thought I got them all out, Hank. I have one more right here, I think. Yeah, I have one more. But you have to bring this one back, because it's the last one I have. Hey, Aaron. She's mostly okay. She doesn't go out of her way to chase him or hiss or anything like that. She's not as accepting of him coming up to her and rubbing up against her like she is with Hank. You're supposed to bring it to me, not put it back in the closet while I'm in here, Hank. But overall, she's fine. Hey, come on, guys. You're friends. At least I thought you were friends. You guys want to slap one another. I got it, didn't I? Nope. I have to keep stopping him from taking the mouse all the way into the closet.
Hello, Tabby. What are you doing?
I think they do have catnip.
Kittens?
No, the mice. Maybe they don't. I'm not sure.
Kickers definitely do, but I don't know about the mice.
And Lynette says hello.
Hey, Lynette. She'll probably turn this around so she's...
And Connie says hello. You just...
Hello. So they want to be extra close. Wants to track us down. Hello, bud. Hey, buddy.
He sits in my lap for a little bit now. He won't stay long, but we're working on it.
He did that before. He left, or he picked up right where he left off. Hey, buddy. Oh, hi. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you.
Thank you, Hank. Yeah, it was almost immediate with him. I mean, it took no time for him to settle back in. He was just a little bit unsure about everything when he came back, but what are you doing back there?
It says I like the hidey holes.
Uh-oh. Do you remember that sound? He came out like he did. Says, I know what that sound is.
Where is it? It's pointing.
He very well may be.
It's my pants. No one can see it. You can only hear it.
But see, this is the first time, isn't this the first time we brought that in here since he's been back?
We brought it in. I don't know if we've done it on camera.
With Wilson?
I'm pretty sure I've used a laser pointer in here since then.
Oh, I didn't think you had brought it in since he's been back. You're gonna make him throw up.
It's been a while since he ate. Look at him. Goofy cat. You goofy.
Melanie's trying to make Hank throw up.
What is it? The scrambler.
Yeah.
Did I just put you on the scrambler, man? Hey, buddy.
I think I got them all out, Wilson. I think they're all over there now. I see one right there. There's one over there.
Wilson, you understand that.
She says, I'm a grump. Tabby's been in here, and I don't like Tabby. And
You just did a Binks.
yeah.
Hey, girl.
Here,
I
take
would
that
just
over
do-
there.
I would just do better in a home without so many cats. Without so many other cats up in my business. And she also hates this. You know that. Look at her. She says, why are you pointing this thing at me?
Wilson.
It's just like our dog Allie. She knows when you're trying to take her picture or record her on the phone. It's like she can sense it. She says, stop it, I don't like it.
You gonna come back out and play, Wilson? The door closed.
I put Allie in the bedroom. Did it not stay shut?
I don't know.
I should be hearing her in the bedroom.
Maybe.
Maybe outside. Still alive in there. Tabby, you butt face.
Why is he a butt face?
Because he's such a jerk to everybody.
He's not a jerk to these guys, usually.
That's because he's not in here when it's time to eat normally. Gotcha. I gotcha. You're standing in it.
Where did Stella go? Oh, I see her.
And you're standing in it again. Like, oh, lose it.
Yeah. We haven't tried to watch any cat videos on our TV in a while. We have in the past, and Salem perks up. I think Binks might too, but
I think it's like Kittens mewing. Mabel has too. Get a little confused when it's blinking and moving around. It's the Salem.
are you watching it too, Tabby?
Yeah, he doesn't believe me because he didn't see it happen, but I swear that I got Salem to jump like as high as the door frame out in the hallway after the laser pointer. Coming for it, Hank, or are you just gonna fake it out, pretend? He does like the butt wiggle and then he just stops.
Don't put him over there.
Oh, there's like 10 of them now. Whoa. It's magic.
It's nice here. 70s during the day and upper 50s, low 60s at night, I think.
Oh. Who's gonna bite whose neck? Wilson left, Hank started biting necks. You've never bit any necks, have you? I don't think he has he?
I don't think. Wilson.
Salem and maybe Banks have bit his neck.
Wilson. Yeah, he slapped Wilson when he first came back in here. Did you just try to bite him?
I think he's going to try and bite his neck, and Tabby says, I don't want my neck bit.
Yeah. Size advantage Tabby on that one. He's got you by a few pounds there, Hank. Well, I'm glad they're getting along. Like I said, when Tabby first came back in here, they kind of had a slap fight on this thing, but
that's Wilson's normal job. Tell him you don't like that, Wilson. You're just gonna put up with it now?
all right, you can let him go now, Hank. The laser's gone. Come on, let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Stop.
He says he used to do that to me. Turnabout's fair play.
Hank may be a little jealous of Wilson. He got so used to being the only one.
Are you going to use the bathroom or just sit in it?
I think he's going to use it. I have to use the bathroom voice.
You got something to say, buddy?
Not yet. Are you jealous, Hank?
Figure out where you're going to go pee, or are you just digging a hole to sit in it?
That was a pretty good catch, Hank.
What are you even doing? You don't look like you're going to.
So now he's a goalie, and I have to try to get it around him. See, even when he's on the floor and I toss it up there, he jumps up quick enough to catch it. Can I have it back? Thank you, sir. Oh, I win. Got it past you that time.
It was a normal pee. Nothing to worry about.
Wait, can I have it? Can I have it? Thank you.
Okay, you took a pee there. Ready to take a poop now?
Oh. I just got rejected. I mean, he can be flat-footed on the floor right here when I start to throw it, and he jumps up in front of it and catches it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there he is.
Oh. stopped it.
No goal. Wilson, thank you.
But he had to do it. No, all the way down. Hey, buddy. Feel better.
Lighter on your feet there, Wilson. Can I have it back? You're too good at this.
You're so athletic. Now that I'm asking you for it, you're just going to drop it on the floor instead.
It's possible. Or he's going to take it to the closet. Oh.
Let me see if I can get it past the goalie. Threw it so bad, he said I can't even go and get it.
Oh. In the danger zone. Night, Carmel. Sorry we started a little late tonight.
It's my fault. I made such an awesome dinner. Oh, you dropped it. You dropped it again. Well, I found what one. So that one was not interesting. You got one now?
Not that I'm aware of, Priscilla. I hope not.
Oh! All the way down. Oh! Only got two. Oh, I lost them. Ah!
The volume turned up on that thing?
Well, we had to unplug it.
Well, you can turn the speakers all the way down, though.
I haven't touched them.
Well, someone walked across the keyboard or something earlier because it was asking if I wanted to delete things from OBS when I came in earlier. They've been trying to hack the system.
Cats are in the mainframe.
Listen. Yeah, it's 10, going on 10:20 here, p.m.
Oh! No!
You're being awfully clumsy there, Hank. Yeah, they're up to something.
Are you okay, buddy? He said it ran straight into that post. You okay, buddy? You didn't concuss yourself?
What are you doing under there?
Or do you know if a cat can cuss themselves?
I don't know. He probably wouldn't want to chase the mouse anymore. If he ever doesn't want to chase the mouse, then you know there's something wrong with him. I'm not sure what he's doing.
How you doing? I didn't get these anymore.
Did you put Vinny out?
Alex do that coffee sucking air thing. So I let her go outside. She wanted back in and he wanted out. So
are you guys worn out already? Did they wear you out too, Tabby?
Baby, I'm hungry for late night snack. I'm hungry. I don't think they know that. Our dogs know that. That's their "it's time to eat" phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Smack it out your hands. These are claws trimmed again. Nope, that's mine.
What are you doing, Tabby?
He says, I don't want to give it to you. I want to put it under the desk.
Well, he has all night to put them all under the desk.
And he will. Thank you.
Yeah, if you reach your hand out, he'll just drop it in your hand.
Oh. Oh. Buddy.
You are not a monkey.
Oh.
What are you doing, Wilson? Wilson. Is there something down there? What's down there?
Octopus there.
Yeah.
He says no.
That's the only one I had. Oh, did I scare you?
What do you smell over there?
I don't know. I heard you talking about FOOD.
I'm hungry. You just respond to anything I say in this tone? Is this just how you like to be talked to? Yeah. What? Are you like Stella? You go to a certain place when you're telling us it's time for dinner?
I don't know why he's going to go in there, though.
Wilson. Wilson. What are you doing?
He says it's hot in here, so I'm going to lay on that thing where it's cool. He does like to talk.
Us at least.
Yeah. I told you guys, he immediately, when I walked in their house to pick him up, he was in his little tunnel thing, and I said his name, and he started talking to me.
Oh, I hear a bait. Are you gonna be friendly? No, that's not Binksy. That's Salem. You won't be friendly. I'm gonna just be a grump. Oh, it smells so much like onions.
Melanie made our whole house smell like onions.
It was worth it though. Some delicious caramelized onions.
He did. So much so that he launched himself onto the storm door on the back and was hanging from it, trying to get back outside earlier. But he does that. I mean, anytime we let the dogs in or out, we have to watch and make sure he's not right by the door, because he will run out. He's never tried to escape the yard, but he will try to avoid whoever's trying to catch him. Just by...
Run out the front door though, too.
Yeah, but he never left the yard, is what I'm saying.
It was uncovered the whole time you were in here.
Binks is one of our other cats. He's... what is
Stella's grandma. I mean, Stella is his grandma.
Yeah. Stella is his grandmother. Mother is at my office. She had a litter of 5 in 2016.
Wilson. What are you making that face for?
So Binks and his brother Salem will be 2 years old in June. June 10th, I believe. Are you tired too? You didn't do as much as Hank.
Since I burned calories just standing.
But yeah, we let Binks in here occasionally. Not as often as Tabby. I don't think he has to worry about that, Connie.
You've already licked those 10 times, I'm sure. What are you doing? Oh,
running away. Running away.
Run away, run away. Oh. You guys are hiding back there. I can't get to you.
Well, I can't really see Hank from where I am.
I'm just petting him.
But here's Tabby. We can look at him.
Wilson's coming back out that way.
Where are you going, Wilson?
I'm too old for this. Wilson. Hey. Nope.
Where are you going?
Do not grab me.
You want to play some more, huh?
Okay. Says no. It's not okay. What am I doing?
Come here. Come here.
No, he just said he didn't want to be in my lap. He's gonna tell you the same thing.
Encourage him. Once he figures out.
Don't bother him.
Crawl out. He's fine with it, at least for a little while. Aren't you? You gotta work at it.
You just gotta distract him with the pets.
Well, I can do that.
He says I'm sufficiently distracted.
With the butt screeches.
Giving me love bites? What are you giving love bites for?
Love gnawls.
That's like trying to drink from a bottle.
Are you a little baby or something? Are you just a little baby?
Did he ever drink from the bottle? No, none of them did. It was only the first litter.
Well, I think
Spacing out.
You've always been a pig.
Well, they didn't get to nurse as long as the first litter. Because Stella was eating all their food. They had to separate them.
What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
It makes me think of like a lion or whatever playing with its keeper, chewing on its arm. You don't need to encourage that unless you're guaranteed that he's a foster failure.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Maybe not.
Because I don't think he'll ever do this with anybody else. Will you?
You might find the right person, but I don't think it's a family with small kids. Really does make me think of like a lion playing with its keeper. You are our wildcat.
Surprised he's been sitting here this long. He's like running away by now. Hank, are you jealous?
Yes. Oh, sorry, it will do.
I tried to get you to sit in my lap. You never would stay.
He says, I don't do laps. See this back and I go pet him. Tabby wants your attention too.
And I got a surprise visit from Murray on the couch earlier, who never, ever, ever sits in my lap, except for maybe once.
He did it without the blanket.
But Murray actually let me pick him up and set him in my lap, and he stayed there for a good 15-20 minutes probably.
Only one who cares about that thing. First litter loved these, but the second litter was just not as interested. What? You're climbing up there crying about. What?
I hope so. I told him Russell would be proud of him or very jealous. I don't know which.
You're not supposed to eat it, Tabby. Hey, it's not for dinner.
Yeah, especially considering those little crinkly toys, if they fall in the water, they turn the water that color.
Yeah.
Probably not good for you to ingest that.
Go for it. No! I just took that away from him, huh?
I don't know. Murray's kind of weird. He has his moments where he's very affectionate, and then other times he doesn't even want you to touch him. He's always been that way.
Well, ever since after his incident.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was brain damaged when he got bit by our dog.
Yeah, our dog bit Murray when he was a kitten and really messed him up. I didn't think he was going to live, but he did. He's just a little weird.
Oh, was he? He was probably like 12 weeks.
Not very old. I'm just happy he survived. I mean, I honestly thought he was gonna die when it happened.
He was bleeding a whole lot. We were holding him in a towel, and he was bleeding all over the towel and all over our clothes. And I was trying to keep him awake. He kept sort of like nodding off, and I was afraid he was going into shock and like passing out or whatever. So I was trying to keep him awake while we were trying to get to the emergency vet.
I think he was about 12 weeks or so, give or take.
Yeah, I think so. I found him at my office, or I caught him at my office when he was 8 weeks old, and this was like 4 weeks later, so right after the 4th of July.
And I don't think Vinny intended to hurt him the way he did, but Murray was playing with his tail, and Vinny turned around to give a little snap and wound up catching him. He loves Allie, which is our border collie. He rubs all over her all the time. He started to try to rub on Vinny. I've seen him do it twice in the last week or so, and I don't know if Vinny's reaction will be the same as it was when he was still a kitten, but I discourage that. Because Vinny is getting old, and
Oscar tries to do it too. Even though they know that Vinny does not like any of them.
But Vinny doesn't see as well, and he doesn't hear as well, and I'm afraid that they're going to spook him one day, and so I try to keep an eye out. Here.
Hanky pank. Oh, that color is so yellow.
Yeah, that's what it does.
What are you doing, buddy?
I think they're screaming, I need some cool air in this room. It's so hot in here.
Yeah, Murray was back to trying to rub on Vinny like shortly after the incident, so it didn't turn him off from dogs or Vinny specifically.
He definitely recovered from it.
And Vinny, a couple of years later, snapped at Mabel, caught her in the eye, but she was already an adult cat, and I don't think he caught her as square in the face. Just scratched her eye.
Didn't he do that to Russell when he was little too?
Yeah.
So yeah, our dog is...
And he did Hallie, remember? He bit her in the face.
Like there's like a hazing period when you come to our house with the dog, I guess. I don't know. I don't think you'll have to worry about Wilson. Wilson will probably still steer clear of everybody. Where are you going, Hank?
He's never bit us, though, or it seemed like he was going to bite any person.
If you had to call one of them a cat hater, it would be Vinny. I don't know that he hates the cats. He just would prefer they not mess with him. He doesn't go out of his way to harass them or anything like that. He just prefers to do his own thing.
He tries to avoid them, and if they like get in his way, then he gets upset about it. Like if they're in the hallway and he's trying to get by, he'll sort of like stand there and hope that they move. Like he doesn't like crossing their paths, and I guess he hopes they won't try and cross his, but they're a lot more brave than they should be, I guess. Wilson, what are you doing up there? No.
Oh, he sees that string.
We had that picked up before for a reason. We did.
He says, I wasn't here for that.
Yes, you was. We did that like as soon as we got them here.
Well, when we got Vinny, Vinny was 2 years old, and he had grown up around other dogs and cats, and apparently there had never been an issue, but it may have just been that the cats were old enough and smart enough not to play with his tail.
Well, I remember Weren't there 2 stories that he like killed a chicken or something?
They said that he would not do well with birds. I remember that.
And then that he'd also like dug up a cat that had been buried in the yard, I think.
Maybe so.
I just put that back. Hanky, I just put that back. Oh.
Wilson's watching it and he's like, oh, later when you leave, you just wait.
The tape is not sticky enough to keep it up there, I guess. We need more tape.
That look is like, yeah, you just wait.
I don't always mess with the cord of the window blinds, but when I do it right in front of you. Yeah.
I've never had birds, so that's never been an issue we've had to deal with.
Well, we know that he likes to bark at birds outside.
Yeah, he always has, and airplanes.
Large birds and airplanes.
And that does not surprise me about Hank. They've all, when given the opportunity, have all tried to get some of that tape off the window.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Running away from you. What are you doing? Oh. Such a chatterbox.
What are you doing over here?
Hey.
I thought your spot was under the cat tree.
He likes Zelda's spot too.
Yeah, he's a talker, and so is Tabby. I think they feed off of one another.
Their voices are pretty similar too, except
Yeah.
for when it's time to eat. Tabby's is.
But they are half brothers, or maybe they're full-blooded brothers from
The same tongue.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you doing?
Yeah, it could be brothers, and like Wilson and Hank are fraternal twins. Stella says she's glad she's not having to deal with those times anymore.
Yeah, well, these two are always hungry, so that might be why they're always talking. Hank talks when you bring the food in. But I guess since it's 1,000,000 degrees in this room and it's getting late, that we will go ahead and wrap up. He does that. Yes, he does. Tries to help you open the dry food container.
Which one?
Hank. But yeah, we're gonna crank the AC in this house and give these guys their late night snack. And I have to get up sort of early in the morning to help a friend of mine do some stuff. So I need to be getting in the bed soon. We'll do it earlier tomorrow though, I hope, unless something crazy happens. And thank you guys. We always appreciate it. And if you want to hang around and watch them eat and watch me struggle to keep Wilson out of everybody else's food before they get to finish it, you'll see that in just a few minutes. But we hope to see you guys tomorrow and hope you have a good rest of the night. See you tomorrow.
Bye.